According to the Hanafi madhab, what is allowed or disallowed during idda? For example, can one attend religious classes or gatherings of remembrance, as well as what is the difference of the conditions between a widow and a divorcee,
Yeah,
apart from the
that's an important question, but it is subtle and nuanced, and my advice would be for that, if you refer to the Seekers Hub Answer Service, that's a good starting point. We have a number of answers with respect to the fiqh related to idda, both in the Hanafi school, and many Hanafi scholars point to the Maliki school's opinion with respect to idda, because it's slightly more expansive, and particularly if one finds oneself in a situation where one doesn't have extended family, right, or extended community support around one, then the Maliki position can be more expansive and easier to uphold than the relatively much stricter opinion in the Hanafi school. If you can uphold that position, then fine. But the schools of Islamic law are not different sects or religions. That this is my religion, this is my denomination, right? No, these are all valid and accepted to follow, and they're all respected ways of upholding the command of Allah and His Messenger. We strive to adhere to one, but if it proves difficult, or would entail hardship, or harm, or would be overwhelming to adhere to one, then the prophetic, this is one of the many implications of the Prophet's word, that Allah loves for His dispensations to be taken, just as He loves for His positions of resolve to be taken. Right? And one of the meanings of that is that the issues where there's difference of opinion, they only arise because out of divine wisdom, the guidance of Allah and His Messenger allows for this potential range of interpretations. So we strive in general to uphold the school that we follow, to have consistency, to have a standard of practice. But if it proves, any of those reasons, it proves difficult or hard, or there could be harm in it, or you would feel overwhelmed by it, you're not ready for that yet. It is better for you to be upholding an opinion that is sound and valid and accepted than for you to say, I'm not going to obey the command of Allah. All the positions, if you're following a valid mainstream opinion within the four schools, right, you are in a state of obedience of Allah and His Messenger, right? So the details you can find we have a number of answers, both of the Hanafi position of idda, but also the Maliki position. There's some answers by Shaykh Rami and Sur and others who are reliable Maliki scholars regarding that. And Shaykh Faraz Khan, who's himself a trained Hanafi scholar, he relates the Maliki opinion as a facilitative dispensation for the reasons that I've outlined.